Habari yako. I'm guessing that's good morning, yeah? Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And for all my Kenyans, habari yako. Right, so basically I woke up a bit early today. I woke up at 6 in the morning, so I was just laying in bed and just doing all of this stuff on the charts. So yeah, so just kind of woke up on the charts, seen all of this, marked all of this stuff out. So yeah, I've seen that obviously there's relatively equal highs there. There was relatively like lows there being trend line did. And then obviously we had some big news today. Let me just pull that news up really fast. TradingView, Chrome. So we had unemployment rate right here. So UK services CPI, CPI, sorry, yeah, year on year 4.8 dropped down to 4.7. That's good. Inflation's coming down year on year. That's not bad at all. Core CPI come out as forecasted. UK CPI year on year come out as forecasted. That's okay. We're not creeping higher to cause stagflation. We kind of sat in the same level. I can live with that. And the main thing is the services CPI. So the cost of goods from the services perspective has come down. I think that's good actually. I think that's good for the pound. Hence why it's kind of got a wiki wick on both sides on the pound dollar. Same with this gbpchf. Kind of similar situation right here. So yup. And then over here you still kind of got that high there. Now we do have an M5 invalid zone up here obviously, so I still like the idea of longs. Longs do look nice on gbpchf. It just depends if we get obviously the proper entry model and stuff like that. If you do, I'm happy to take that trade. If you don't, I'm not gonna take that trade, and I'm okay with that. So let's kind of see what happens with price action. I'm gonna have to go on M1 to be honest, aren't I? How big of a move was this? Yeah, 11 pip moves, hardly exceptionally large, so that's not bad. We'll go on gbpjpy. We come up, took all of these highs. I'll do probably about a 30 pip move, I'm guessing, on this. Not a 20 pip move. Okay, so we come down, took that level, but then we come up and we took all of these highs right here. Even this high. We didn't take Asia high, I don't think. Or yeah, we made equal highs. We didn't really take it, so yeah, that's fine. So let's go there. I'd say that we basically took that level there. Am I long or short on JPY? I'm not sure, but anyway, look here guys, I know I've put it on the news, haven't I? Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the charts, I was looking at news. So CPI year on year come out as forecasted. That's not bad. It is relatively high for the UK. Things are not looking that good, but at least we're coming out as what we forecasted, which means the Bank of England, Governor Bailey, at least is kind of forecasting everything and it's hitting where he's forecasting. So hopefully that's going to be easy for him to manage. We got UK services CPI. Previous 5 forecast 4.8 come out 4.7. That's going to be the cost of inflation on the consumer side of things. Yeah. Now, if that's coming down, that's going to be better for the consumer. CPI month on month come out as forecasted, no problem. CPI core year on year come out as forecasted, no problem. I don't know what RPI is, but UK core CPI month on month. That one didn't have a previous. That one didn't have a forecast. It just had previous and new, so I'm not sure about if that's good or bad. Oh my god, Switzerland unemployment rate 8.4%. Wow. 0.4 over wow, that's really bad for the Swedish. Wow, that's bad. Yeah, that's nearly 9%. Oh my god. Anyway, let's come back to the charts. Close Discord as well. I need to get rid of Discord. There you go. Close Discord. Come back onto there. And come back onto here. And swap back onto the charts. Okay, there you go. Back on the charts. Let me get my trade copier and everything open. Because I didn't even open the trade copy or anything. I don't know if I'll take a trade just because price might be a bit tricky today purely because of the news and stuff, right? Okay, so you set the high. We're kind of going lower here. That's fine. Have all the accounts opened? Yep, all the accounts are open. That's fine. Now let me just quickly get my layout set up. So that's gonna go there. OBS goes there. This goes over here. There we go. So that's right there. I'm just gonna move it a tick across.
This unlimited data for social media is doing wonders for my social life.
I've run out of data, so I'm listening to my phone alarms instead.
Okay, I don't care about that. Let's turn the news on via the voice chat thingy thing. The news is being streamed. That's all sorted. EURUSD 5. And then gbpchf is right there. JPY is right there. Do you use the app or cloud version of the copier? It's an actual software. It's an actual software, so I just use the main software itself. So actually you have to download it. You can use the web version, but the app version's the actual software is faster, isn't it? So then if you want live updates on your floating balance and stuff like that, it's far quicker. Let me just show you that real quick, because I've already mentioned it, so might as well show it. Not notepad, chat stream, Chrome notepad, Discord should be closed. Where is it? Heron copier, here you go. So obviously I've got it minimized because I've got my screen split into 3. So I've got obviously the trade copier here. In the middle I've got OBS, and on the right I've got my second account that I use the trades on. So that's why it's kind of minimized. But if I was to maximize it, then here you go. Here's all my accounts. And here it is, the welcome feature. You basically go to installer. After you've had all of your MT5s and stuff like that, click install, it automatically installs it on there. Or you can click installer here, do it on there. Then you got setup wizard. Will take up to 20 seconds detecting connected accounts. Yeah, so you got, this is a new one. I don't even know what that's about. You got logs, so you can check your logs and stuff like that. You know, on open trades, closed trades, etc., etc. It's really good, to be fair, man. Then you got your dashboard, you got managed subscription, that takes you to the website. What else have you got? Error there, I don't know why there's an error there, I'm not sure. You got updated version, you've up to date, you got the YouTube, the Twitter, the Discord, the contact support. But if you go on to the welcome chat and you click this little tab here, you've got the AI. This AI is the best AI I've ever used. Everything you get answered from here. Honestly, they've spent loads of time on the AI. You get absolutely everything answered in this AI chat. There's nothing that hasn't had a clear answer on there, to be honest, man. Oh, hey CS, welcome. Dropping in with the like. Yeah, that's cool, bro. I'm just showing the trade copy I got an affiliate link with if you guys want to check it out. It's really good, man. It works on MetaTrader ad accounts. So you can do it online, or you could do it on the, so you could do MetaTrader 4, 5, C Trader, Trade Locker, DX Trade, Match Trader. It does all of these platforms. And obviously, as I said, you get unlimited accounts. So there is no limitation. Most trade copies charge you $10 per an account or something like that. Heron is absolutely unlimited. So I've got 2 master accounts, yeah? So one master account is this one right here. Hate this company, hate this company, hate this company. And here's my second master. So this is the one that's on TradingView right here, which obviously is the one I trade on TradingView. This is all linked to that, and then these 3 are linked to this. I've got 2 master accounts, and I've got obviously 8 additional accounts now. And why is there 8 is because obviously there's another account on my phone which I'm waiting to get funded on, and remember I blew that 5k account because of the stupid consistency rule, so it works out about 10 in total. Yep. So that's it. It gives you all the live data, balance, everything like that. You can check the settings on each of the individual. You can check open positions. Where's the data? Okay, there's the logs. Yep. Where's the actual? There's one where you can check the data for it, or the actual settings for it. You can pause it, close all positions, exit it out. You got loads of opportunity, like settings on this, man. It's actually really good. I like it. Going for 1 million funding? Nah, I'm going for 2.25. My max is 2.25. I think it works out to like 20 accounts. So that's kind of what I'm targeting on funding. But yes, if you're here, I appreciate it. If you've gone, no problem. Right, let's go back to the chart so I don't lose anything. Obviously, also we've seen a huge drop on the DXY. I'm not sure why that happened when we had really good news. Oh, look at that. Is order flowed. Tapped into a 2-minute supply zone, fell straight off. That's interesting. That is very interesting. I still want to look for longs. I'm not sure if we're going to get it. You had to build up a sweep there, breaker structure there. So we might be getting shorts until we get to a lower level. And then I want to take out these highs and this supply zone at the top of Asia. So I just might have to wait a bit for that. If I do, it's fine. It's not really the end of the world, is it? I suppose just have to wait a bit more than usual. Price is chopping here on GBPCHF. GBPJPY, we swept the high, so we made higher low, led to a higher high. Wouldn't even class that as a higher low or anything like that. So I would just view it like this. Okay, now we can look to short from that level actually. On GBPJPY, we can short from this level here. It's valid. Let me just draw everything out. Don't want to miss any trades. Oh, I got good news, by the way. You know, my passport issues, I've got it sorted. So the passport office accepted it. They said we're going to send your passport out soon. We just need to print it and get it delivered. So hopefully, if they're not too busy on the passports, I might get it this week. If I get it this week, I might have my 100k funded account ready for next week. That'd be brilliant. On that account, I don't think I need to have minimum trading days. I don't think. Set that level, come back to that level again. Yeah, I'm a bit, you know, on this. Have you got an M5 supply zone? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was stressing out about it yesterday, man. I was stressing out about it so much yesterday. I spoke to Funded Next. They said you've actually got till the 5th of October to get it done. So thank God I've got loads of time. So that's got rid of a lot of my concerns and worries, which is good. So yeah, let me just knock off the little heater I've got here. Also starting to realize it's starting to get light late in the morning now, and it's starting to get dark earlier in the UK as it's starting to shift into the winter period, which means I might need to start using my light when I start the stream, but I don't like it. It's like a yellow light. I think that this would be classed as an invalid zone. I feel this would be classed as an invalid zone because everyone's going to think that's the high of the supply zone that kind of took that whole move out. So I think that is going to be an invalid zone on M5. Let's go to M1 and then just kind of keep an eye on price action from here. Haven't we got any kind of like M5 structural low round here? I prefer this soundtrack more. It's more chill. We didn't take any of the lows, but we did have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you know what? Yes, I like that. We did actually have a support level right here. Actually, if I just draw it there to there, that's better. So 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch. News comes swept it. So that was a support level. That's been taken. Now we might be able to get a move to the upside. Now that I've seen that, it looks very, very nice actually. It looks very, very nice. But only thing is, obviously price come down, took this level, swept into into that zone, so you need to kind of wait and see what's gonna happen. The thing with this scenario, right guys, we can kind of take a trade like this if you miss that supply zone, but I don't like it, yeah, because let me just cut it there, and so ignore all of that, so just kind of look at it like that, yeah. So you could take it from here, but the reason I wouldn't is because it's tapped that invalid zone. That's a very aggressive entry. To hop into this is a very, very aggressive entry, man. Like really aggressive entry. Because obviously kind of within this low, this high to this low of the price leg, you kind of tapped into that level, and yeah, you might be doing bullish structure internally within this price leg, but that could be classed as manipulation and you could quite easily get caught out. Take this trade here, price taps into the supply zone and then it keeps going bearish. You see what I'm saying? That wouldn't even give you an opportunity to go break even. It just take you straight out. So that's why I like to wait for the entire invalid zone to fail and then take it from the nearest demand zone, wherever that may be. So if it takes it out here, there might be a demand zone here. I'll take it from here, or like it might even be here actually. So there might be demand zone here that led to this high, price tags back into that level, then I can long it. That's my preference, because then you kind of get confirmation on the entry if you're not sure. And when you're trading the charts, you need to be more confident than anything.
Foreign Minister Ryabkov says Russia is in contact with the US on various issues and dialogue continues.
What's the size of this supply zone? Oh, it's really tight. Wow. Wow. I'll probably take a 0.4 4 pips on there just because GBPJPY is very volatile. Let me just get ready for this limit. So it's on that M2 zone, just above that high. On there is 910. On here is 9.0. So see, they got such a huge price difference, man. No, I'm covering the high, aren't I? What's the actual? Is 89. Okay, so 89 is the actual level, which is fine. 89. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I was doing pending, I'll do pending from 65. And that puts us a 4.9 pip SL. I just need to think, do I want this trade or not? Because obviously, let's just take a moment to think about it. So we've come, swept the high. Because of news, we swept that internal low. Then we had lower highs, lower lows. So from that side of it, yeah, it's valid. But do we have an M5 invalid zone to target? We do here, but price has already tagged the M5 invalid zone right there. So then I can't really take that trade, can I? No, I can't. Let me just draw it out so you guys can see it a bit better. So that trade is valid, but boom, invalid zone touched. So that kind of kicks me out that trade automatically, which is fine because then it's all about stacking confluences in your favor, and kind of having it in a way where you're protecting yourself more than anything, right? You're protecting yourself from losing trades and stuff like that, and having a criteria for why you should take a trade, like your validation, like what is valid for you to take that trade, is good. But it's also good to find out what invalidates that trade, because you're only looking at one side of the market, aren't you? So I think it's good to kind of look at both sides of the market. So because of that, I'm not gonna take that trade, although it looks really good. That invalid zone it's just a red flag for me, you know. And this is where discipline comes in, patience comes in, understanding of you as a person, your behavior and stuff, all of that kind of comes into play. So yeah, patience it is, no problem. Bear in mind, if you don't get a trade in London session, it's okay because you do have FOMC later on. Guys, I'm gonna stream FOMC, so don't forget about that. But I'm gonna be streaming FOMC. Yeah. The actual statement is released at 7 o'clock, and then the actual press conference starts at 7:30. So what I might do is I might get some pizza. I might get some pizza. Pizza's for good for you and me. Oh man, it's that song from SpongeBob SquarePants about the pizza. But what I might do is I like that. Pizzas are good for you and me. So I might get some pizza, do a bit of a mukbang, just sit there, because I'm not going to trade. I'm just going to watch the press conference and kind of explain things and just enjoy a delicious pizza. So yeah. So yeah, man, we'll see how that goes. I think the press conference, you'll probably watch about 30-45 minutes of it. Basically the Q&A session is kind of what you want to see. What are people asking him? After about 30 minutes they start asking stupid questions, so you just want to catch the first 30 minutes of like what they're gonna ask and stuff like that, you know. Pound is really struggling here. How's it looking on the daily? Open range breakout. You're talking about open range breakout, yeah? Orb is the same as SRS by Tom Hogard. It's the same thing as SRS, if you know what SRS is and who Tom Hogard is. It's the same strategy. But to use SRS and Orb, you need to have really good self-control because it's not so data-driven. It's more like subjective. How do you view the market type thing? Like, oh, price is doing this. Oh, I can hold it. Blah blah blah. Whereas with my strategy is very data. Bang 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 bang. You know, I've got like a 10-point checklist, maybe basically a 10-point checklist. How many back tests did you do yesterday? Probably like 10, 15. Ten, 15 back tests. Got relatively equal lows sat down here as well, actually. Okay, so what you want to do is you don't want to just do it for like a few days. You want to get 100 back tests, absolute minimum 100 back tests, and you want to get it over the span of a year, meaning like for most of the year. And that's the basic one. Ideally, you want to do 300 back tests over 3 years. That's loads of data. That's going to give you win rate for the worst condition and the best condition in the last 3 years. If you get it in 1 year, bro, you might get a good year, you might get a bad year. Also, your first year after government is kind of the most volatile, because obviously you have every 4 years you get a new government. So the first year is always the most volatile. Second year is a bit more relaxed. Third year is a bit more relaxed. Fourth year is a bit more volatile because then you get obviously the campaigns be run again. So it's good for you to get data out of 3 years and try and do 100 back tests per year. But that will probably take you about 3-4 weeks to do, because I'll try from 2020 2022 2020 2022 2022 2023 22. Yeah, just do them 3 years. But if you're doing it, Khalil, it should take you at least 5 to 10 minutes each backtest if you're doing it properly. You want to study it, study the entry, study what happened, study the trade duration, study the average SL, study obviously if price was reversing, why was it reversing, is there a level that it was reversing at, was price moving 20 pips and then reversing, what was the average pip movement, because then you're working on data, so you need to get the averages, you need to get the statistics that put you in the best opportunity for your strategy. Like, alhamdulillah, I know all of my data. And I'm outperforming my data purely because I'm getting better as a trader, if that makes sense. My win rate is normally supposed to be around 45 to 55%. At the moment, my win rate's more between 50 to, I think it's 55 to 70% at the moment. So my win rate's even higher. But that's because I'm getting better at trading. I'm seeing things better. I'm more patient. I'm not taking stupid trades where I would take a loss before because I'm getting more experienced. So naturally my win rate's going up anyway. I would love my win rate to literally sit between 60 and 70%. Take one trade a week and that one trader hits 15-20 or I'm completely happy with that. The growth curve, like your bell curve, whatever you call it, on your growth as a trader for the whole year is going to be astronomical. And even when I show my FX book and stuff like that, the growth is really good on my FX book. I will literally show you my FX book and then you'll kind of see the growth in it. There, perfect. Okay, so Where's Google? Chrome. Here we go. So if you look at this curve, yeah, this is a brand new account I started in August. I'm doing August to August of track record, yeah. Took a tiny loss there. 1 TP there. Made 6.2% on that day. The account grew by 5 points. I think change on the account versus growth, I don't get the difference there. Let's just do balance. Yeah. So took a tiny loss there. Beautiful win here. We made does it show you like the risk reward? Margin. Anyway, so I'll go back to growth then. I was hoping to show risk reward in it, but obviously fresh account, 1 SL, 1 T. Was that an SL or was that break even? 11th of August. 1 second. Yeah, it was a SL. I think that was an SL on EURUSD on the 11th. Let's have a look. Yeah. I took a loss on EURUSD actually. I've just seen it now. Yes. 1 second. Just give me 1 second. There. So yeah, win rate represents 42% win rate, but then obviously all these trades here were me testing the trade copier because the trade copier is kind of freaking out. So all of this was the trade copier, and I think this also. Oh, how long is the duration? Seconds, 11 seconds. Yeah, so all of this was a trade copier, yeah? So if we get rid of 8 out of 19 trades, yeah? And we get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades, it would be 8-1 out of 13, which would represents 42% win rate. So if I did that, I'd probably bring it to about 60%. 65% roughly something around there. So yeah. So yeah, man, the commissions are disgusting on this account, but point being, obviously the curve is really high, man, because my wins are really big and then I get break even there. Obviously it means small loss in this account because obviously the commissions are so high, but the other accounts get pretty much break even. So win there, break even. And then if I get another win again, big win again, break even, 1 SL. So it's gonna be very how to explain it, man. It's gonna be very like it's gonna be a huge bullish bell curve, innit? So yeah.
Apple's iPhone sales in China slide 6% in July to August period.
Price is still going bearish. Also, sorry for disturbing. Would you explain how consistency works on props? I'm confused. Bro, don't ask me anything, man. Like literally, I want you to feel comfortable to ask me anything trading related. Yeah, I'll answer it for you. Okay. So consistency rule, basically what it means is, if with my strategy, obviously it's kind of a high risk reward strategy, right? With the consistency, what it means is you can't have one trade on your account that accounts for more than whatever consistency they have. So let's say, for example, a prop firm has 50% consistency rule. That means no one trade can be more than 50% of your total profits. So if I had the £250 profit one day, £250 profit another day, and then I had £505 profit another day, that is more, 50% more than all the others, isn't it? So that means I have to bring it down. So no single trade is more than 50% of the balance of the trade, of the profit. So if you make one trade that's £500, then you have to make another trade that brings the 500 to the 50% level or below. So basically it's annoying. On my 5k account, I was up 27 or 26% because I hit 62.5 risk reward. I was like, oh my god, no, I need to hit 62.5 again, because I already passed all the criteria. I just need to pass the consistency. So you basically, it's good for strategies where you have a high win rate but low risk reward, because then you're making 10, 15, 10, 15 or like $10, $15 every trade, and your win rate is really high, meaning no trade is like $100, $200, $300. They're all 10, 15, 10, 15, 10, 15. So they're all very even. Does that make sense? You know what it is, Sak? Consistency rule is very hard for traders because it's basically saying, you can't be too profitable. My strategy is really bad because all it means is if I hit one trade where I got 62.5 R, it means I need to catch at least 1 or 2 or 3 more of those trades, depending on consistency. So the prop firm I was with have a 35% consistency rule. So if I hit 62.5 once, I have to do it 2 more times to balance it out. Does that make sense? This is how they're doing it. They're doing it for strategies where you have a high risk reward, a high win rate with a low risk reward. So your profits are small, 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 but they're all very even, very similar, very even. Going home from uni. Have a safe journey home. So it's kind of annoying because even profitable traders, they really struggle with the consistency rule. I will join once I reach, bro. Yeah, David, that's fine, bro. Relax, don't worry, man. Chill, don't worry. We might not get a trade because you got FOMC today, so it's just gonna be me sat on the charts talking to you guys. The reason I streamed is because I still need to keep in my routine, keep on the charts, keep everything the same, don't slack, you know. So that's why consistency rules are really difficult. Let me show you my account, bro. The 5k. To show you the consistency in it. There, breached. First account of blue, and I was genuinely so happy. Okay, so if I click on this, click on Chrome. Okay, so there's a 5k account. I'm literally up 23% almost, bro. I've passed phase 1, passed phase 2. No, I was in phase 1, bro. Had to make 6%. I was literally up 23% almost. 6, 12, 18, 24. I've almost passed the profit target times 4, but the consistency rules what screwed me over. Now, let me show it to you, So is this trade I made 6%? Is this trade I made 5%? This is gold, actually. Yes. So, before I made this trade here, the consistency was 100%. no, before I made this trade. Okay, yeah. So before these two trades, consistency was 100%, yeah? So then I was like, okay, I need a big trade. So I took a big trade on GBPUSD. I made 280 and I closed the profits. I closed the profits thinking that's going to be enough for my consistency. Then I realized, oh my God, it's not enough. I need to make more. So then I was like, shoot, I closed this GBPUSD trade out too early because the balance was 350. I thought maybe that's going to be the consistency rule problem. You see what I mean? So I had to limit the trade's potential and make sure it's just enough profit where it balances the consistency rule out and not too much profit where it pushes it even higher. So do you see the difficulty? So when I took this trade, consistency went down to 58%, I think it was, yeah? Then I was like, okay, I'm going to take another trade on gold. And I took, does it show the lots? Yeah, I took 0.5 lots on gold, bro, on the 5k account. That's almost max leverage. That was a 4% risk. The max daily loss risk I did, yeah? I made 344. Then looked, no, ignore that. I got it wrong. Is this gold trade actually that I took that brought it to 58%. This was up 400 and it come down to 334. I closed it and it said 58. I was like, shit. So I took another trade, obviously on gold again, max leverage again, 4% risk on this trade again, and then obviously I hit the max daily loss and I blew the account because I was up 22%, bro. Exactly, that's what it is, Sak. It's basically limiting your profitability. It's limiting your profitability, bro. So you're not too profitable. So it's very, very bad. Where's my 50k account? So here's my 50k. I'm up 1% on this. I just need to do 0.5% on 2 days. I got 3% from the account because they had issues with the company. So they gave me 3% on the funded account. So I still need to make 2 trades of 0.5% because that's the rule right there. A profitable day is a day on which that closed position has made at least 0.5% of the initial balance. So I need 2 days of that. Ignore that 1 day. That's because they gave me 1% on the account. Where was the 1% closed trades? Where was it? They don't show it. I don't know why. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So they gave me the 500 there. So I still haven't really took any trades on this. Obviously, we had that London trade yesterday on GU, which slapped really, really well. But obviously, I just streamed like 5 minutes too late, so you couldn't really catch that. So I thought, yeah, let's see what happens today. Oh my God, look at eurusd. It fell. Yo. So consistency rules really hard, really difficult, not easy to trade at all. But that account of that 5k, it was a free account. I think it was a free account that I won, so I wasn't that bothered, you know. But yeah, it's pretty much as Sak said, you have to manage your trade so you're not too profitable, which with my strategy is very difficult because I don't trade a lot. So my trade frequency is low, but my risk reward is high. So it's like, shoot, I have to keep catching those really good trades. It's forcing you to be more consistent, but you can't force consistency if your strategy isn't a highly consistent strategy. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a disgusting scenario to be in. Got an M5 invalid zone right there. And it's perfect because you got equal highs right there as well, actually. Look, that equal high right there. So I'm just going to cover that zone, mark it out as invalid. keep an eye on things and see if there's anything happening. We are trending lower on gbpjpy, but we wouldn't have got tagged into this entry here anyway. After the break of structure, I didn't tag. If it breaks structure again, you can take it from that zone there, which it did tag into. But remember what I said. I don't like the look of obviously tapping into this zone before coming into this zone. If that makes sense, it's an invalidation criteria. Even though a sign of an invalid zone is tapping in, giving a reaction and then failing, which is what's happening here, I'm not taking that risk. Why am I going to take that risk? I'm up 115 risk reward right now from the last so many trades. Why am I going to expose myself to a trade that's kind of got less confluences? So it's about holding yourself, being disciplined, following the trading plan day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. Oh, the accountant that signed my passport and helped me out, he trades crypto. I was like, no way, you trade crypto. I was like, listen, I might need you for accounting, bro. It's a funny conversation. It's gonna go to M2 on this. Actually, I'll go to M5. And have you got any lows here? Nope. I don't want price to come take this low right here. So 319. That might be our zone to long from on gbpchf. That might be our zone to potentially get in a long position. On the M15, yes, time for breakfast. Yeah, go bro, go eat, go eat. Yeah, there is an invalid zone on M15 as well. Magnificent. I like that. So we've got an invalid zone on M15. And then obviously you've got a 5-minute zone here, which has probably just been tagged, right? Just been tagged. Let's kind of see where price goes from there. I'm gonna have a breakfast bar. These are delicious, man. Would you look at that? Let's see if this level holds. If it holds and breaks structure, you might be able to get into a little tiny long on Euro USD. Khalil, what pairs do you trade anyway? Like, I know Sak's a gold trader. What do you trade? Oh dear, look at pound fall, man, and euro. I think the market's pricing in rate cuts already, and I think that's why price is falling off in it, because it's already priced it in. Possibility anyway. I mean, I'm not sure, but makes sense. These markets are interesting, aren't they? See, now it's coming into that supply zone. Sorry guys, I was just looking on my phone. What's going on then? Not much is really happening, to be fair. We already kind of knew price might be a bit choppy and stuff during obviously today because of obviously FOMC, so it's fine. Guys, if you got any questions, drop it in the chat, man. You might as well talk about a topic or something whilst we're waiting for a potential setup to occur or something. Oh, wait a second. Might get a GBPCHF long in a moment. Might do 130 seconds for that. Let's go back on the M1.
At 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we expect comments from ECB's Lagarde, who gives opening remarks at the 10th ECB Annual Research Conference, joint with Stanford's Hoover Institution on the next financial crisis in Frankfurt. The text will be made available on the ECB's website. We'll get that out to you as soon as it's available.
Now, why is it not? Oh God, it's raining again. Why is it raining so much in the UK, man? Alright, so you got that level up there. So lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. You need to make a high low to go higher. So yeah, I'll keep waiting on this. And this zone's about to fail.
Servicing is now available at over 70 locations for any make, any model.
1 second. So either this zone yet in GJ, either it's gonna get wicked out, take these people out, and then come down, or it's just gonna keep going, like a break, retest, continuation type thing.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. We need
Wow, look at Euro, man. Euro is coming down a lot more harder than GU is. See, look at that. Just flew through that level. This is why you have invalid zones and like stuff like that. See, if I took that trade, yeah, So you're saying like it's just exposing yourself to risk, man, and there's no point exposing yourself to risk if you ain't got data or anything there to give you confidence in that trade, man. Otherwise it's just, you don't want to expose yourself to risk. You just, it's trading, in it. You need to be patient and persevere and stuff like that. Not, oh, I want to get in a trade, I need to take that trade, I want to make money. No, that's the worst thing to do. Just follow the bloody plan. Follow your trading plan. So I got an appointment tomorrow.
At 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we expect comments from ECB's Lagarde, who gives opening remarks at the 10th ECB Annual Research Conference joint with Stanford's Hoover Institution on the next financial crisis in Frankfurt. The text will be made available on the ECB's website, which we'll get out to you as soon as it's available.
Yeah, pound is, wow, what's going on with the pound? I got a feeling price is gonna keep going bearish and come take this low, man. I just got a feeling. We're following like order flow in terms of the 5-minute supply zones, and it's just kind of just slowly trending down. So I got a feeling we might keep going bearish. Which makes sense, obviously. We've had a huge... We had, how much did price fall? We had nearly a 1% bearish day on DXY. I think price is just going to come back to fill it today, and then obviously we're going to get that news at 7-8 o'clock, aren't we? And then we're going to get a big move then as well.
According to the PM's office, Netanyahu is to meet Trump at the White House September 29th.
Hate that guy. Yeah, he's going to meet President Trump on the 29th.
1 minute remaining.
Come on, price. It did what I said as well it would do. Look, broke, retested, and then continuation, break, retest, continuation. I literally called it right there. It's because that's a resistance level. If you just look at all of this right here, it's a key area. You see that? It's literally a key area, man. That's what I thought. This is going to be a break and retest level. So come broke, retested, and then wee. But I don't trade break and retest. I'm not a break and retest trader, so I'm not going to take that trade. And look at GBPCHF.
Lagarde's full speech on the feed for all those interested.
It's annoying because I really wanted it to like give an entry, but it just kind of flew up and didn't really give an entry on GBPCHF, and nor did it really give an entry on the 30-second. But it did, but I can't take a trade that fast. Can't take a trade that fast. Impossible. And I just kind of sit and wait, I guess. And then on JPY, you could trade into that supply level right there, but I was really hoping because you got the 2-leg right there,
Germany's Chancellor Merz
it was
says
going to
that
sell off.
Visit partners outside transatlantic regions in the coming weeks to work on new trade deals.
My bias was right on GBPCHF buys. Just couldn't get an entry. If you got any questions or anything like that, guys, drop it in the chat, man. If you got anything you want to talk about.
3:45 a.m. Eastern Time, we expect comments from ECB's Muller, who speaks at an economic conference in Tallinn.
The lights come out now, and I started to rain. Yay, rain! GBP, CHF and JPY are both moving very similar today in London session. Today's Tokyo session has a lower low compared to yesterday's session on gold. 1 second. Let me go to M15 and then go to XAU. Oh, it's relatively equal lows. 1 low there, 2 low there, 3 low there, 4 low there, 5 low there. That low took all these lows. Bullish move. Then I had 1 low there, 2 low there, 3 low there, 4 low there, and then we come took the lows. And then we left the M15 zone right there.
Make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
And it's in the middle of Asia, which is interesting. So are you looking for shorts again or longs? To be honest, I would try to aim for the low of the day and hold it all the way through FOMC. I might be wrong here, but I think Jerome's gonna say labor market's getting worse, unemployment's getting worse, inflation's out of control, growth isn't good enough to obviously offset that, so we need to cut rates. It's gonna be a bearish cut because we're doing it because the economy is not looking good. So that's what I think JP is gonna say. So if you can hop into gold, even with the bigger SL than usual, and try and like hold it through FOMC. Obviously this isn't financial advice, but that sounds like a really good opportunity on gold. Yeah, and you got all of this level here as well, all of that. So you've got all of this here as well. So you could target into that. Yeah, That's better.
At 3:45 a.m. Eastern Time, we expect comments from ECB's Muller, who speaks in Talon.
That looks interesting to me, bro. Oh. I would have took a stab at gold longs actually. Obviously, I'll wait for confirmation entries anyway, but just look at all of this. I would wait for like a confirmation, yeah, and then go into that level there. That looks lovely. But that's only if you get the confirmation. If you don't get confirmation, it's fine, and you could take a long into that level there and then short from there if you wanted to. So you could take 2 trades. Obviously, trade your own strategy, trade your own way, of course. Not what other people do, not what other people say. Have you guys got any other questions about prop firms or anything like that? Or even about back testing or anything? Based on my data, if I get filled before noon UST, there's a probability it'll become profitable before New York Open. That's good. I like that. You're talking data, you're talking statistics. I love it. I love that. Price is chippy choppy right now.
Shortly expecting comments from ECB's Muller. Today's session has been really good for gold lately. Just clean moves upwards or downside, no stutter. Yeah, it's because they've been buying gold again, haven't they? China's been buying gold again. And that's why it's had that volume.
I hope you know that. Remember about 6 months ago, 9 months ago, 6 months or something, probably, yes, about 6-7 months ago, where Asia said she was doing really good volume on gold is because there's a lot of gold being bought by China. But you know, the 50% level is always a really good level, bro. That's why I got it marked. Gold loves the 50% level, bro. Look at that. It hit the 50, fell straight off. Here, hit the 50, flew straight up. Here, hit the 50, flew all the way up, basically. Here, hit the 50, consolidated. Here, just low, so close to the 50, fell off a cliff. Like, gold is lovely for Asia midline, man. Yeah, look at that. The midline, consolidate. Wee. It doesn't always respect the midline, but when it does, it's magnificent, bro. I'm telling you, gold loves Asia midline, man. Loves it. So basically, price come into this supply zone. Now it's reacting from there. So it's stuck in the middle of this demand zone, and we're stuck in the middle of this one here as well. Need a lot of patience for this. Francis, was it Francis? It's Francis, wasn't it? Yeah. Do you trade with Think Capital, Think Markets? Do you have are you trading with them? Yeah. This is why I like M1. If you can see where the retracement's gonna be, if it's gonna be deeper, you'll see it on the M1. So you get more of a sniper entry. But obviously it's hard to read M1, isn't it? Most people can't do it. Yeah, no, I get it. And this is why it's good to know when you yourself as a trader, like, you know that as a trader you need that time to just sit there and just analyze a bit more, and because you know that, obviously you're more efficient on
Eastern time. We get the ECB wage tracker, as well as comments from ECB Cipollone.
This is where a lot of the time it comes down to just knowing yourself as a trader and stuff like that. What can you handle at M1? What do you prefer? Do you like to just sit there, have a bit more time to stack conferences in your favor and stuff like that? You know, these types of things all matter. How old are you guys anyway? I'm guessing majority of you guys are young, innit? To be honest, like, if people ask me how to trade, I would say go to like 30-minute, 1 hour time frame, man. It's intraday, so you get more trades and more experience, but it gives you enough time to just sit and wait in it. And the SL is probably big enough where you just might be able to get away with not being slapped by news. In my 30s, me too, man. Bro, it's mad how you'd probably understand what I'm gonna say here. It's crazy how you get all these really young traders, bro, where they're like 19, 20, and they're like 21, 22, and they're making like 2, 3, 400,000. It's average. It's insane. Yes, have an average of 50 pips on gold, and that's on M30, yeah? It's on the 30-minute time frame. You got about 50 pips. Yeah, bro, legit, man. Feel old as hell, bro. But yeah, I think 1 hour time frame, 30 minutes probably a bit quick for a new trader, but I think a 1 hour time frame is a really good time frame for a trader. A really good time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, your SL is probably going to be more like 70, 75, right? Probably a tiny bit more. That's still not bad, actually, you know. 70, 80 odd pip SL. Yeah, switched between
At
M1.
4 a.m. Eastern Time, get the
M5,
ECB wage tracker. We expect comments from ECB Cipollone.
Updates. Get 2 days per hour rather than waiting for 1 entire hour. Morning, boys. Welcome, Divi. Yeah, that's. I think I'm on about for new traders. I think 1 hour is good. But yeah, obviously, if you're intraday, M15, M30, man. On gold, M30 is more safer. On gold, M30 is way more safer. Yes, welcome home, Divi. Charts aren't really doing much, bro. Home sweet home. Yeah. Been 2 slow weeks after a fast-paced start of September. You open charts here. Yeah, it has. But you know what it is? It's the time frame where we are in it. You know what I mean? Because we just had obviously NFP, we just had CPI, now waiting for FOMC. It's gonna be the first rate cut since October last year. There's a lot going on right now, innit? So because there's so much going on right now, everyone's just sat there waiting like, what's gonna happen? So that's kind of why everyone's a bit like, oh, does that make sense? Good morning, Bashy traders. Welcome, D. Welcome, my bro. Charts aren't really doing so much, D. I think everyone's probably waiting for FOMC, which is fine. Oh, by the way, D, I'm streaming FOMC, guys. If you haven't looked on my YouTube, I'm streaming FOMC, just so you guys know. I might order a pizza and do a mukbanger. So I might be nom eating pizza whilst watching the stream. So yeah. Good morning, Kaka. Wait. Harabi yako ndugu. Habari yako ndugu. Yeah, that's the one. Habari yako ndugu. That's the one. How was school? Uni? Mambapua. What's Mambapua mean again? I forgot Mambapua. What's that mean again? It was right, I was sleepy. Yeah. Bro, I woke up so early today, man. I went to sleep at 10 p.m. I was like, oh my god, I fell asleep early. Woke up at 6 a.m. I was like, wow, why am I awake so early?
Seen from the ECB, early signals from ECB wage tracker suggest lower and more stable wage pressures in the first half of 2026.
Okay. It's not that bad.
ECB sees Q2 2026 wage growth at 1.8% after 1.7% in Q1 2026.
Price is really slow today, guys. Wow. Had a bit of a move and then it's kind of faded away, hasn't it? As everyone's kind of waiting for the situation with the FOMC. You know, sometimes you do get a nice move, yeah. Not all the time, but sometimes you get a nice move in London. So I thought we'll trade it anyway, or we'll stream it anyway in case there is a move. If not, it's not the end of the world, is it? You know? Usually the week's CPI FMC are slow, then the next 2 weeks get so many profitable. Yeah, it does. You know, for me, obviously with my strategy, yeah, what I've realized is normally the Monday, Tuesday of that week is best, and then the Wednesday, Thursday B is a bit crappy. So when you get these news events or these news days, the start of it tends to be like the best in it, if that makes sense. The start of the week. Like Monday was wicked this week, man. Remember how I missed that trade? That was 24 off. Ooh, what a trade. What a trade. Just like mine. Yeah. If yours is similar, then yeah.
Well, hello everybody. This is Dono J Trump. You're behind
This guy's voice is so good, you know, like he's really good at impersonating him.
At financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on.
Huge, brilliant deal. Yeah, look at price, man. Oh my god. It's really bad. Gold is still going down, isn't it? It's not really going anywhere else. Yeah, David, as you can see, the markets aren't really doing much. raining a lot outside as well today. Trying to think of what we can do, man, to keep ourselves entertained or something. Gold is filling 4-hour bullish gap created this Monday. Let's have a look. Oh, this one here. Yeah. I see that. Also, if you fib the... It's kind of at the 50 low. Oh, look at that. The 50% on the wick, and that's on this wick here and that wick there. Look at that on the H4 on gold. Yeah, that's nice. Might get a potential reversal now. But all I'm seeing on gold, yeah, is literally all of this, man. Just all of this here looks beautiful, and all of this here as well. It's like a nice little channel, bro. What I'd like to see is prices do big push out, then give 2-leg and wee. They can target, what's that? 720. That's what I'd like to see. That'd be lovely. It could do, to be honest, yeah. How I'm seeing gold is just building a bunch of it's just building a descending channel, right? A bearish channel, basically bearish trend line on both sides. A channel is when it's compressed in a trend line, right? So for me, yeah, it basically is. That's what I think anyway. We got a few different scenarios as to what could happen today, yeah? And we go on the M15, I'll draw it out in it. We could probably just keep getting price doing this, yeah? Really slowly. Let me just drag it out a bit more in it, yeah? And then we might get a bit of a move in London session. FMC is gonna hit. It's either gonna drop down massive or it's gonna drop up massive. So I think gold is going to kind of just do this, just like keep doing the same thing it's doing now. Maybe in New York session we get a bit of a reversal because price can't consolidate for the entire day. Actually, it could very well do that. And then obviously here's FOMC, boom, it's going to do like a big whack. Actually, no, it's 7:30 in it. No, it's 7 o'clock. Yeah, the statement's at 7 o'clock. So yeah, it could just do that. That's kind of what I'm expecting gold is gonna do. Or the only other thing it could do, yeah, there is one more thing, is it might just literally chop in this range from the, so it might just like chop in this range like that, and just literally wait for a 7 o'clock there, 7 o'clock there. So it might even just do some crappy stuff like this. It's just sat in between this Asia midline high and London low. It could just sit in between there. And that's going to be a how many pip range? That's going to be a 150, not 200 pip. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it is about 150, 170 pip range. Yeah. That gold just sits in like 170 pip range or 200 pip. Yeah, I think it's gonna sit like that. I'm expecting gold to do something more like this. I could be wrong, obviously. This audio is quite loud here. There. have to just keep waiting and seeing in it what happens. GJ is consolidating in this supply zone here. This is the annoying thing about the USD, yeah, and which is why I tried to trade more pairs than just USD, because when you got big news on USD, yeah, normally all the USD pairs linked are consolidating. So yen, CHF, gold, silver, and then obviously all the dollar crosses. But that's why I like GBP yen, GBP CHF. Obviously they're still kind of linked to the dollar, aren't they? So if the dollar's consolidating, so with the Swiss franc and the yen. But at least with pound, if pound's got volume or pound's got movement, you can at least trade that side of it, you know what I mean? That's why it's good to like, I think, you know, the major pairs, USD pairs, I think they're very overrated. I think yen pairs are better. Honestly, I think yen pairs are way better. EJ, GJ, AUD JPY, CAD JPY. I think they're way better than USD crosses. They got more pip volume. The order blocks and supply demand zones are still like 5, 10, 15, 20 pips, still the same, but the pip volume is so much more from the yen, so you can make more risk reward on it. But a lot of people struggle with trading the yen. I don't know why. I think the yen's nice and easy, but I think a lot of people do struggle with the yen. Bro, it's really raining today, man. Yeah, yen's amazing, D. I love yen. Yen's wicked. GBPCHF was one of my favorite pairs because of how clean the price action was, but then recently it's been a bit cheapy choppy, hasn't it? So at the moment, yen's my favorite right now. gbpjpy. If I could manage more pairs, I literally can't manage more than these four. That's my limit. If I could manage more pairs, I would throw euro JPY in there. I'd throw pound Aussie in there. And I'd throw pound CAD in there as well. Because I mainly trade London in it, so it has to be euro or CAD pairs or Swiss franc pairs. But Swiss franc isn't that volatile. So I'd rather trade euro, CAD, euro AUD, GBP CAD, GBP AUD. But obviously I literally can't manage any more than these four. That's the good thing about M15, M30 and the higher time frame, yeah? Like you can just look at so many pairs, set limits on all the pairs,
French,
yeah?
British and German foreign ministers to hold a call with Iranian counterpart this morning, according to French diplomatic source.
You could set limits and stuff like that and then just wait for price to come, give you a trade. I trade the rest apart from USD and JPY on extreme zones only. Oh, so you don't trade USD and JPY? That's interesting. Yeah, you know the USD like dollar crosses, they're very overhyped. Very, very overhyped. They're not as amazing as what everyone makes out like they are. Sak, I forgot to ask you. No, I did ask you, but I don't know if you replied. Do you trade with Think Markets? See you guys, gonna take a lap. Yeah, that's fine, bro. There's not much going on today. Take a nap and then just don't. I wouldn't trade today, Divot. Just leave today. Just leave today. I'm gonna stream FOMC if you want to see what's happening in FOMC. Like, but if you don't, just leave today and just wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be better. Friday we meet. Okay, that's fine. I see you Friday, bro. Are you on there? Are you using? Did you buy a challenge from them, or did you get one of the free ones where they give the free ones away? Happy nap. Happy nap. Ndugu. Gold is pushing down more. That's nice. You know, if you get a 0.5 basis point cut, yeah, the dollar's gonna fly. DX gold is gonna fly. If you get a 0.5 cut. What's that news right there? What's that? Building permits. Oh, that's not important. That's not volatile. Bought one, also got a few free ones, even one after a doughy stream. Yeah, I found out they one step in it, so I said to Andre, I don't want any free accounts, bro. If you're gonna give one step, I'm not gonna trade it. Just keep it, bro. I'm not trading a bloody one step with the crap rules and stuff, man. What's the point of that? I'm gonna go with them after I've got my max allocation 2.25 mil. After I've got my 2.25 mil, then I'll see if I can get Think Capital. I'll add them into the thingy as well. Dough is alright, to be fair, man. But a lot of the guys be thirsting in the stream. That's hilarious. I'll give you an update in a second. Ido bankole, please roll a booba little sanity, yeah. Thank you. So passport sorted. I found an accountant. An accountant basically signed it over. And then as soon as he signed it, literally 10 minutes later, the passport office said, yeah, your passport's been approved. We're just going to print it and send it to you. That's it. Yeah, Heron doesn't do trading view. It's only trading platforms themselves like MetaTrader and stuff like that. But I don't get how they... Yeah, bro, the men are mad, you know. The guys be thirsty. You know, yeah, did you see the live stream when I was trying to do the other time and I says, oh, do you want to do a collab? And the guy kept saying, oh, he wants to collab with you. I was like, bro, what's your problem, man? You know the guy? The Marvin or Marva. I was like, this guy's weird, bro. He's like a proper pervert. I was like, what's wrong with this guy? Anyway, so they're gonna send the passport out. I'm hoping I get it this week. It just depends how long they take to print the passport and to send the passport. I don't know if there's a backlog or if it's something that they do quickly or not. I'm not sure. But hopefully I get it sooner than I can get my 100k account then. So I'm happy because a lot of stress has left. Stress free now. Thank God. Stress free. But yeah, Zach, going back to Francis, going back to TradingView. I don't know how you can sign up to TradingView with Think Capital or whatever, and you don't have a platform like an MT5 that links to TradingView or CTrader that links. I don't know how you can just directly on TradingView. I don't understand how that works, because a lot of brokers, they have MT4, MT5, whatever, and then they have TradingView integration. So then you could log in on TradingView with your NT5. You could log in on TradingView to see trader. So I don't get how they do that. And even E8 funding, they do the same. I don't get how. If you had it where it is MT5 whatever, you could literally use the trade copy and just do your trades on TradingView, but just have MetaTrader open in the background with the copier. That's it. But they don't do it like that. Yeah. Think Capital is backed by Think Markets, which uses Think Trader. So it uses Think Trader. Think Trader has TradingView based API, so you can trade on TradingView directly. Think Trader. I think Heron Copier works with Think Trader. Let me check. Do you work with Think Trader? I'm just asking the AI. But the Heron Copiers AI, the chat is so bloody good, bro. Thank you for your question. Heron Copper does not support Think Trader. Here's the platforms it supports: DX Trade, Match Trader, Trade Locker, MT5, MT4, C Trader. So it does all of the ones that most prop firms do and most brokers do, except Think Trader. So they have their own trading platform. Yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I'm not going to use them then. I'm not going to bother using them because it's still going to be inconvenience for me. Go back to the dashboard. Load up all the accounts again. I was thinking think what's it called, Trade Locker is what I was thinking. Oh look, G's pushing up a little bit. So yeah, I don't think I'll use them then, because obviously the issue I've got here is Pine connector. I don't know what that is. But GU's going up a bit. Wow. The thing is, a lot of prop firms and stuff like that, they don't let you use certain types of copiers, or they're very sketchy about copiers and stuff like that. So it's about finding someone that's all right, to be fair.
Behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com. Go to financialjuice.com. Subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on. Come on, people. It's all China's fault. China.
UK ONS says average UK house prices increased by 2.8% in the 12 months to July 2025.
What? UK houses price
They say
increase.
UK monthly private rents rose by 5.7% in 12 months to August 2025.
I'm gonna unfollow Think Capital because they don't allow trade copying, so I'm just gonna unfollow them. Applications, home, trading. Yeah, I've unfollowed them. Beautiful. Okay, so UK average UK house prices increased by 2.8% in the 12 months to July 2025. UK private rent rose by wow, this is how bad the UK is, yeah. UK monthly rent rose by 5.7%. This is why no one can afford houses in the UK. The rent is so high, the mortgages are so high, the prices are so high. How can you live in that situation? Okay, what did you say? To me, the most important rules are lack of consistency, balance-based drawdown, and some kind of trading news permit. Yeah, I agree. I hate consistency. I need balance-based drawdown, even though I only risk like 0.25%, whatever. But I like having a low drawdown because I do like my trades don't really have pullbacks, so I could do a trailing drawdown, I suppose, because I don't really get pullbacks in the way I trade, innit? It's just price moves in one direction, take partials, go break even, done. And because I'm only risking 0.25%, I'd never really hit trailing 5% drawdown anyway. I would never, you know what I mean? Well, Pound is doing all right now. Pound's almost at break even, meaning like zero for the day. Not down, not up. Gold is... What's gold doing?
According to the FT, China tells tech companies to stop buying Nvidia's AI chips.
China's gonna go at it with Nvidia. To me, the main rule is is trade copying allowed? Do you have to set a stop loss on your account, or can you just have it without a stop loss because your master has it? No, because when I made that 6%, that was the 46R trade, yeah. So basically, I took partials at 10R. I took partials at 10R. I took partials at 35 pips, which was at, I don't remember what R that was. And you know, so basically, you know, when I take my second partial, which is TP2, normally at that point I roll my stop loss to TP1. Does that make sense?
We have posted the full
So
piece
even if
on
I get a deep
those
pullback,
interested.
it shouldn't really come past that partial level, to be honest, unless there's like, you know, equal lows or like demand zones there or whatever that it needs to sweep or whatever. Because for me, whenever I hit TP2, normally after TP2 I don't really get TP3, because TP3 is another 30 pips on JPY and another 15 pips on GBPUSD, which is a lot. If you've already caught a big move, the chance of extending further, it doesn't really happen that much, which is why I only leave 10% running on the off chance it does, because data says it can happen but the likelihood is low. So I roll my stop loss to TP1, which is my partial level, and then TP2. Once that's hit, then I roll stop loss to TP1. Does that make sense? And because I'm risking 0.25%, I don't think I will ever have the issue of hitting the drawdown, if that makes sense, from TP2 to TP1. That SL being rolled, if it hits that SL, I don't think it's gonna be a 5% drawdown. It's probably like a 1%, 2%. Because remember, I'm targeting high risk reward, aren't I? So if I'm risking 0.25%, 10 odd is 2.5%. 20 odd is 5%. No chance is price gonna drop 20 off from TP2 to TP1. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So because of that, yeah, I could probably trade with trailing accounts actually, but I just don't like the rule of trailing accounts, because prop firms who are legitimate, they don't have trailing drawdown. Like legitimate prop firms, they got a scam call. Hello? Yeah, scam call. AI innit? All right, reasonable. I don't take partials, but I trail. So the equity-based drawdown for me is too tough, even though I'm never getting that 4% drawdown. Yeah, but you risk more, don't you? You risk a lot more, innit? You risk, don't you risk like 1%? I think you risk a lot more, don't you? So for you, it's a bit different because my risk is so small, and I'm doing like heavy risk reward trades. The trailing drawdown doesn't necessarily affect me, innit? I am gonna take 0.5% risk on some accounts. On the 50k funded, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna risk 0.75. What's your risk reward again? Didn't you say 1 to 3? I think your odds 1 to 3, isn't it? But if it's 0.5 and 7 levels gets filled, it's 1.5% total risk. Oh, so then you scale in on that entry. So you take an entry at 0.5, entry at 0.7. And then your max risk is at that point 1.5%. Okay. You know what I would do, yeah? Do you, with the way you trade on the fib, yeah? Do you use any supply demand? Or is it just purely fib? Or do you use fib and a key level? Fib and the supply demand zone? It's a trend-based strat, so I determine the trend, then draw my fib based on Asia high and low. Most importantly, I want to see those fibs coincide with buy sell side liquidity. Okay. If both fib and levels match, I place a limit. Yeah, so you're talking like a key area or a supply demand zone or a structural high, structural low. So you use it with other levels. That's good, yeah. That's good actually. Okay, look at this. If it bounces off of this and just sits in between these two, I'm gonna pull my hair out my head. I'm gonna pull the hair out my head. Okay, what's gbpchf doing? Look at that. Wow. Wow. I'm just gonna drag this stuff over till 7 o'clock because I don't think we're gonna get anything today. Let's do 7:30. Probably 8 o'clock actually, yeah, because of the conference and stuff in it. What is all about there? EPL team? What's EPL team? Me no comprende EPL team, señor. Lo siento. I don't understand you, bro. What you mean? EPL team? Why I sound like a Mexican vato? Hola, Holmes. ¿Cómo estás? That's set at 8 o'clock as well. Because we just did that. Yes, we did. Okay, do you have any other? No, no. Premier League. Oh, bro, I don't watch football. I think it's really gay. I think football is really gay. It's like the least manly thing you could do is watch men run around in shorts, yeah, kicking a ball. And if you just run past them and you cough, they fall over. It's the most feminine sport I've ever come across. What? Yeah, I know. A lot of people be like, what the hell? I know. Bro, look at my YouTube, man. I race cars. I build cars, I race cars. That's a manly thing. That's a proper bloke, dude thing to do, if you catch me. Oh no, the Kenyans are gonna crucify you. Yeah, they probably will, bro. I think Kenyans love football. I think. But I know loads of Kenyans who love cars and stuff like that, man. I know bare Kenyans who into cars and like all that stuff. It's just they tend to be the more wealthy Kenyans, innit? Or the more richer ones. That's gonna be liquidity pool right in the middle there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That zone's gonna come over to there as well. Get rid of that. So you got these two levels, and I think there's on G also. We mix it all. Yeah. Yeah, but for me, it's a no-go, man. I don't like football. It's too boring. Football, rugby, Formula One. So actually, I don't like watching any racing. Racing's boring to watch. Actually, you know what sport I do like? That is actually one, tennis. I like watching tennis. But only when they're having when they're really going for it, not when they're just sat there doing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Like that's like football then. Boring as hell. But tennis is an alright sport to watch actually. What else? Don't know what else. Look at that, it hit this level and then it rejected off of it. You gotta be kidding me. Maybe. KM5. So yeah, for me, I don't like football. I find it boring. You know, like Spanish league and stuff like that, yeah? Like old Ronaldinho and stuff like that. I love old football because everyone was skillful with the ball. There was more talent on the pitch. You had Ronaldinho, Zidane, Fat Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos. Like this football, like I hate football, but that was the only football I can actually watch. Classic football with real talented footballers, bro. Now the footballers, none of them are. You put like prime Roberto Carlos versus any other defender in the whole of the modern world, bro. That's what I'm about. Like Roberto Carlos will destroy all defenders in the current day, bro. Let's see, Ronaldinho outskill everyone there is. Thierry Henry was alright. I don't think he was amazing, but he was okay. But he's a bit more of a newer footballer, wasn't he? Compared to Zidane and those guys. David Beckham was good. I don't think he's as great as what people made him out to be, but I think David Beckham was good. Yeah, football is alright. But if I was gonna watch a sport, yeah, I'd watch boxing, UFC, boxing, MMA.
At 5 a.m. Eastern Time, we get Eurozone CPI year-on-year forecast 2.1% on the prior 2.1%. Month-on-month forecast 0.2% on the prior 0%.
Oh yeah, 10 a.m.
2.3% on the prior 2.3%.
Oh, maybe that's why euro is weaker than pound. Yeah, that's why euro is weaker than pound. That's exactly the reason why. Oh, Bank of Canada's got a rate cut as well today. You got Bank of Canada at 2:45. So then you've got Bank of Canada press conference at 3:30. Then you've got, wow, there's so much news this week, man. Oh wait, that's because I put the whole get rid of AUD, get rid of CAD, get rid of NZD. There you go, that's better. I had all the red folders on there. I was like, whoa, there's a lot of news this week, man. There's a lot of news this week. Oh, look, GU took that invalid zone. Oh, look how GU go. Look how GU go. Bloody hell. All right, mate. Oh, go steady, son. Oh, mate. Now, if there was an M1 demand zone, which that's not really a demand, I'd say this level here. If price was to retrace in this level of 0.3 pips, Bro, I'm like, lads, look at this one. Look at this. 0.3 pips on the 30-second chart. Bro, if I caught this trade, yeah, and I caught 35 pips, how much risk reward would that be? Wouldn't that be like 100? $35. It'd be 116 risk reward. Guys, should I take it? 0.3 pips. Bro, the spread is almost 0.3 pips. You'd have to be an absolute sniper. So I can't do that. I can't do that. I know I'm talented, but I can't do that. I could probably get away with 1.5. That's better. Yeah, 1.4. And I'll probably just bring it down 1. Yeah, I could do that. But no. Oh my god. That's funny. That's funny. What were we talking about? Football's born nowadays. You have those legends playing football like 2 days ago. Yeah, but they're older now, innit? They're older now. But yeah, that's it really. UFC, MMA, boxing, and then cars are my favorite thing. I love cars, yeah, but I like building cars and racing cars myself. I don't know if you've seen any of my videos on my YouTube channel of like me racing cars. But I love it, man. I love it. Cars are the best thing. I think, in my opinion, yeah, you're not a man until you say I love cars. I'm on about a real man. Not like, oh yeah, I'm a guy, but then I have like skinny jeans on. I'm talking about man with greasy hands who fixes cars. He's got cuts and bruises all over his hands. You know, like that's a proper bloke. Proper bloke. Why is it still raining, bro? Ah, my neck.
At 5 a.m. Eastern Time, we get Eurozone CPI, year-on-year forecast 2.1% on the prior 2.1%, month-on-month forecast 0.2% on the prior 0%, and core year-on-year forecast 2.3% on the prior 2.3%.
Wow. Quanteco just sent an announcement, yeah? 1 year of Quanteco, because before they were called Sendex, yeah? They said we've had 90,000 funded traders. We've paid out 10 million plus to our community. And in the last month alone, 2 million trades were executed, over 290 billion of volume traded. That's right, billions. That's mad. 290 billion in the last month worth of trades, and they paid out 10 million to traders, and they've got 90k funded traders. I want to know how many of these funded traders that have had more than 3 pairs without blowing accounts. I bet that 90k turns into like 1,000 really fast. I literally bet it does. Quanteco. I know the owner, he's quite a nice guy. He's the one I'm gonna try and get an affiliate link with once I get my first 1 or 2 payouts. Once I got 1 or 2 payouts and I know they definitely pay out and you guys see me trading that account and taking a payout, then I'm going to say, look guys, give me a discount code. You've paid me out. It's been live on YouTube. I'm happy to work with you guys. And then I'll get a discount code and stuff like that for you guys. And then I'll tell you about all the rules and stuff as well, so then you know exactly what you're going to get and stuff like that. I do personally like them. But that's a personal thing. I need to get the payouts and then say, right, okay, personally I like them, but factually, they do pay out. That's the main thing. That's what you want to know.
One minute remaining. I'll lead with Eurozone CPI year on year. Ten seconds. %, 2% lower than forecast, 2.1%. Month on month, 0.1%, 0.1% lower than forecast, 0.2%. Core year on year, 2.3%, 2.3% as expected.
That's not bad. All right then, so Eurozone CPI year on year has come out slightly lower. That's good enough for inflation, man. Eurozone month on month come out 0.1 lower again. This is looking good for the euro. They're having really low inflation. That's great, man. But if their jobs economy is doing well, the growth is good and the economy is doing well in terms of jobs and stuff like that, euro might be a really nice one to start getting into a swing position, try and hold it for a while. Okay, so now it's taken this invalid zone out. Is it going to start wicking and then pushing back up again or what? I did want shorts on gbpjpy, but chippy choppy. Let's go look at gbpchf really quick. Oh my god. You know what? I'm just gonna... No. How would you look at that? 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch. Either short, take this level out, or come down, take this level out, and then target higher. Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, look, it wicked the level. Get rid of that. There's not much going on today, guys. One of my friends is a fundamentalist. He said he's short on the dollar as well, and that he's expecting Jerome Powell to come out with a negative stance, dovish stance. Same with Bank of Canada. I agree. Very similar thing. Right, guys, I'm gonna cut the stream in about a minute or two because there's nothing more for us to see here, is there? So I think we are about done. Is price really gonna drop like 70 pips? I don't really think it will, but I've got the zones marked there anyway. About 40 pips, yeah. You know what, I'll just draw this zone out as well, just in case it does end up getting slapped. Actually, you know what, if price is gonna go bearish, I need to draw out levels on the upper side, don't I? So how many pips higher is this gonna be then? Okay, it's definitely not gonna do 140. It's gonna likely do 35 to 60. Have you got any other levels after that? That's a weekly high. We got a level in between. Yeah, this level right here. And that's how many pips away? That's 1890. Yeah, that could happen. That could happen. So you got that zone there. GU, actually, have we got any higher zones? What we got? It's got a few zones actually. We do have a few zones. So that's 100. So that's a big move that is. I don't see it doing 100. Yeah, I'm just literally drawing out the highs and stuff like that for my price might potentially give a rejection. Just so I've got everything drawn out already. So that's 20 pips, that's 60 pips. Yeah, that could happen. It could do a 60 pip move. That's possible with the pip volume and stuff like that. Definitely possible. So right, I've marked out the highs and the lows for the news. So let's see which gets triggered in it, or which level it hits. I'm expecting it to come out bad, so I'm expecting the pound to rally. But if it takes out any of these levels that I've marked out, shorts are valid. So I might even take a trade after FOMC. Very unlikely because I never really do that. But depending how price action is, if it gives me a valid trade, then you know what, I might take it. I might take it. Let's mark out the levels on this side as well of and then how many pips is that? That's 50 odd. That's 26. Yeah, that's fine. And then the next high is gonna be here. I'm just literally marking all the levels out and then I'm done. 60% there, that's fine also. And then on the yen, I think we've covered both sides of the yen. Yen's gonna have a big move, watch. Yen's gonna have a big reaction. So we've got 60 pips, 70 pips, 100 pips, 140 to the upside. That's okay. Yen can do a 140 pip move. Yen can definitely do a 140 pip move. I'm gonna bring that all the way up. We're not gonna go to this weekly low anytime soon. So we got that there. Right, so from here we got 20, 30, 40 pips. We can definitely push down more harder on there. We got that level there, and then we got this level here. So these two. Now that's 60, 70. We can go further than that also. That low there, 70 pip move. So what would be the low from here? That'd be a 90 pip move. So let's drag that down there, drag that down there. there. So we've got a bunch of levels covered on the high and the low side. So now we're gonna know which levels does FOMC trigger and stuff like that, and then what happens after. I'm gonna drag this over. Delete that now for actually M15, no, M5, delete that also as well, why not? I'm gonna get rid of gold now as well, Sack, if you're still here. I don't know if you've already gone or not. But gold's consolidating. You just might have to wait for that one. Just be patient on it because it's not giving much. I do like the idea of longs because you got this invalid zone and all these relatively equal highs. So I do like the look of that. That's about it though. Yeah. Right, that's me done. Let's wait and see what happens then. Alright guys, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. As always, like, share, subscribe, all of that cool jazz. Let's drop this in the chat and then drop this in the chat. Yeah, perfect. All right, thank you guys. I'll probably see you later on today. Let me just drop the link for the live stream here as well, for the 8 o'clock live stream. Where's the link for the press conference? There it is. Share, copy the link, YouTube chat. Boom, there. Okay. FOMC live stream today. Boom. There, that's all done. Alright guys, take it easy. Peace out. Bye.